Hello and welcome to a brand new Nerds United on YouTube. Coming to you from a galaxy far, far away, I am your host, Greg Mahochko. This gentleman over here, he is the co-host of the year, Mike Luther. Hello, Mike.
Hello. Hey. How's it going?
It's going well.
I'm coming to you from a different place as well. I'm in my room now, as compared to when I'm normally in my kitchen.
What's with the change of scenery, Mike?
Nolan is downstairs. He's watching Zodiac, so it's right by the kitchen. And, figure it's easier just to come up here. This is where I normally do my video lessons anyway. So
a good blank canvas is very professional, Mike.
That's what I have to have.
So what's been going on with you in the last week or so?
Nothing, I don't think.
Okay.
Still all the normal stuff I do, work, gym, try to sleep,
We talked last week that there was a refrigerator mishap.
It's still a problem.
Did you didn't have the refrigerator replaced yet, correct?
That is correct. It was, I want to say, was it Monday? I had the person come in, look at it, and they said, "Oh, you're definitely going to need a new fridge." Now, the freezer part of it works okay. Like I still have stuff on there and it's still frozen. The door, if I put ice trays in there, they kind of get frozen, but not really. But the bottom part of the fridge part of it, it doesn't work. So I've thrown out a bunch of stuff. And then I want to say Monday. I'm not 100% positive. I think Monday, repairman came in and said, "You're definitely going to need a new fridge." And he goes, "And I'll tell the landlord." I'm like, "Perfect, cool." But then he told me, he goes, "It might take a couple days because the ones I have to have a smaller one basically for this place. And it's harder to get. Okay, I understand. Like I said, the freezer part is still working okay. And then Wednesday, I texted my landlord and I said, "Hey, just want to verify that the repairman said we would need a new fridge." And he goes, "Oh, well, he told me you might at some point in time. Why is something wrong with it?" I go, "Yeah, it's not getting cold." He goes, "Okay, I'm really sorry about that." He's like, "I'll get one to you right away." I think that was Wednesday. And then, or I'll get one to you tomorrow, maybe. So Thursday was supposed to come. Thursday, I hear from I believe it later in the day saying, "Hey, they're still coming. They're just running," or something like they're still coming. And then Friday, I heard from him at like 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. Oh, 3 p.m. I think it was. He texted me and he said, "Hey, just let you know they're still on their way. They're just running a little bit behind. No problem." So by 10 o'clock, they still weren't here Friday. So today, Saturday, I messaged him again. I was just like, "Hey, just let you know nobody came yesterday." He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. They had other stuff going on. I understand. They had this and this going on." So then the guy, and he goes, I'm sending someone over. So I'm like, "All right, cool." So, because in my kitchen, first of all, I had to move the dryer. So I had to disconnect the dryer, move a bunch of other stuff. No big deal, but it's to make it easier to pull the refrigerator out and put the new one in. And the guy comes and basically tells me that they're not going to be able to have one until Monday. Very nice guy. I'm not really complaining. Very nice guy. And he did show me one thing that I thought would help, because apparently, I don't know about this about the fridges, there's a little hole or a duct from the freezer part of it to the fridge, and that kind of had some ice in it, so there wasn't a lot of flow. I took the ice out, didn't do much for it, but so hopefully, he said Monday at 9 o'clock, I'll have a new fridge and freezer because I connect. So yeah,
my fingers are crossed. We also had a refrigerator incident in my house this week, although this one is all on me.
Okay.
So, it was Monday or Tuesday morning. I don't remember which. Just know I was the last thing that I was doing before, walking out the door with my son to take him to daycare was finishing making my coffee. I had some liquid creamer, finished off the bottle, and went to, toss the bottle in the trash, and was pretty sure, I thought that I closed the fridge. And the light went out, the door closed adjacent. Didn't think anything of it. Was out the door 10 seconds later, and off to work. And the day went by. Nothing happened, my wife picks our son up from daycare. She comes home. She goes and uses the bathroom. When she's finishing up washing her hands, whatever, she hears the beep, 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 beep of the refrigerator that indicates that the door is open. Now, the light wasn't on. She had no idea. Which I immediately got thinking, my poor dog, because that means that the refrigerator was doing that all day, 8 hours or whatever. So she goes over to close the refrigerator and slips on the puddle of water from the ice maker that was on that door and had melted the ice and dripped onto the floor and slipped and fell on her ass.
Ooh.
And I, of course, again, reminder for all the viewers out there, she's pregnant. So she didn't really need to take a tumble.
No.
And so I'm out here, apologizing profusely numerous times over the phone because she called me. She's like, I'm sore. I'm like, oh, yeah, how you feeling today? And then she tells me why she's extra sore. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Just I apologize profusely, profoundly, everything. She's okay.
Okay, good. I was going to ask.
We did dump the ice and make new.
Yeah.
And everything else, I think, survived, oddly.
Okay, I was going to ask, was there anything that, that you had to throw out?
She touched, she's like, the meat feels pretty cold still.
Yeah, that's good.
I cooked it, so nobody died.
Yeah.
So, but that's my refrigerator story.
Oh, good old refrigerator stories on Nerds United.
Yeah, that's why they're here.
Yes.
For house appliance, tales. They are here for another reason, Mike, and we need to get to that because it says right there in the title that we're talking refrigerator stories and a comic book draft.
Yes.
This is all your idea, Mike, so you take it away.
So basically, I'm going to be honest. This idea comes from the podcast that we talked about before, Dynamic Duel. I kind of been going back and listening to some old podcast of theirs. Essentially what they do, they take Marvel character versus DC character. They do it a lot better than we're going to do. They do it a lot more in detail than we're going to do. But essentially I said, Greg, let's pick – there's going to be a set of 6 Avengers, 6 members of the Justice League. And we're going to kind of pick back and forth, like Avengers. Like I think essentially there's going to be 3 members each. And I'll tell you right now, it'll be easier if I just do it. The JLA, the Justice League of America, is going to be Batman, Superman. This is what we get to choose from: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, or Green Arrow. And by the way, when I say choose, it's going to be random because I have them on a piece of paper and they're in some mugs down here. And then Avengers, I have Captain America, aka Cap, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and Hawkeye.
Saying Captain America, aka Cap's like saying Iron Man, aka I.
Yeah, exactly.
Thor, aka.
So, which mug do you want to? Do you want to see the Avengers mug first, or do you want to see the JLA mug first?
And it's important to note that we're going to have leftovers. So what since there are a total of 12 possible players, and we're only choosing 6. And then we're gonna have like our picks versus the field. I didn't tell you that one. Like I just sprung that one on you right now. Just thought of it.
We'll see.
Okay.
Which one first?
For my pick or
no? Which one for which mug? You want to see the JLA or the Avengers mug?
I want to see the Justice League mug.
Okay. Well, I don't have one that goes along with Justice League, but I do have a Space Jams mug.
Well, that's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, that's what I figure.
We were watching Looney Tunes this morning in my house.
Oh, there you go. All right, and then
Looney Tunes.
For the Avengers, this is a mug that I got many years ago, and I used it whenever I would go into the schools, before COVID. A lot of the times in my schools, we'll do like little skits and stuff, and I'll have to pick quote unquote volunteers. I have all the kids write their names on a popsicle stick. I put them in this, and then I draw the names out. And it's like, oh, okay, it's your turn. I figured about a year ago, actually. That's the most fair way I could do it and not have favorites, Anyway, so whenever kids see this mug, they get excited because they know we're going to do some kind of role play or skit or something like that. So
Nice.
This is the... Now, oddly enough, Spider-Man is not one of the characters we're using. But still. All right. So, Greg, I'll pick first for you. Do you want me to pick from Avengers or JLA?
Justice League.
Justice League. I keep calling it JLA.
You do.
It is JLA, though, technically.
They're different schools of thought.
I'll call it Justice League.
Because there's the Justice Society of America, there is the Justice League of America, and then there's just the Justice League.
All right. This is yours. Your first one. Oh, Greg. Greg, I don't know if you can see this or not.
Yes!
I knew Greg would like that one. All right, write down Green Lantern.
You secretly had that on all the pieces of paper in the mug, and you're like, this is the one that gets, it's going to be Greg's first pick.
You watched me dump out, and then I have to redo it.
Now he's secretly putting all 5 of the other ones in the mug off camera.
All right, now I guess I'm going to do a Justice League one. I
thought you were doing an Avengers one.
Well, no, because we can do Justice League first, and then Avengers for both of us.
Oh.
Let's see. When we do Avengers, I'll do Avengers.
Yeah. So,
no, you're right. Because it's going to be one versus one. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Folks, this was Mike's idea. Just remember that.
I didn't halfway thought.
When this goes sideways, just remember who to blame.
It's all right. Oh, okay. Not my favorite, but you probably can't read that.
Hawkeye.
All right. Sorry. You're fine.
All right, so now my next
Actually, you know what? I'll tell you right now. The Hawkeye versus Green Lantern sounds like a bad matchup for Hawkeye. All he has to do is paint one of his arrows yellow.
Actually, that and we could get more into detail next week. But that yellow impurity was fixed when they abolished parallax from the core.
Well, in this parallax is back. Sorry.
That's horseshit. All right, now from the Marvel mug.
Now from the Marvel for you.
Greg's number 2 pick.
Greg's number 2.
Be a good one. Yeah, my man.
That's not bad.
I'm way too excited about this, by the way. And the only way this will be better is if, like, your next one is Green Arrow.
God. Oh, gosh. Don't jinx me on that one. All right. This is from Justice League for me.
Come on, Ollie.
Okay. Decent.
Okay. Well, that's actually a pretty fair fight.
Yeah.
I mean, Batman will lose.
Batman versus Cap. Actually, Batman versus Cap. That's a good fight.
That's a good fight.
Yeah. Okay. Then for you, I got to go Justice League. All right. Ooh.
Yes. I have a good team. I have a really good team.
All right.
And while yes, one of them is technically just human with the fancy gizmo. Fancy gizmo is the most powerful weapon in the universe.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna win.
All right, now.
Although you might come out with Thor.
I got mine for Marvel.
I nailed it.
Yes.
So.
Okay. So we do have a 3-on-3. And I don't know why I didn't realize that we could have done more. So
I'll tell you why, Mike. I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's only so much time, and I only have so much interest.
So what did you say about the rest of them?
So now it's theoretically it would be like our 6 that we have picked versus the field.
Okay. So are you saying I should combine the mugs?
No.
No.
I'm just saying all 6 names that you've written down or will write down, then we'll know that, exactly. We'll know that those 6 are like our team versus the field, which is the other 6.
Okay.
And really the only threat we have from there, only threats, I should say, will be Wonder Woman and Incredible Hulk. Calling it now.
Yeah.
Because Iron Man's nothing without his suit.
Well, yeah, but he's going to have a suit.
I don't know. I was watching
I mean,
Civil War earlier today, and at one point he only had a glove, and he kind of got his ass kicked.
I mean, technically, Bruce Banner is nothing unless he gets angry.
Yeah, but that's the secret. He's always angry.
Apparently, he's always angry. That line really didn't make sense when I think about it.
They show his, like the entire movie is him like trying to avoid overreacting, to the point of hulking out. So it's all, and that's kind of how they ended the Incredible Hulk, with Edward Norton, was him trying to, breathe and control it and,
right.
Center his chi or whatever the hell he is doing. So
yeah. All right. So we got, your team is Green Lantern, Captain America, and Superman. Mine is Hawkeye, Batman, and Thor.
I like how if I hold her out, I don't got no arms.
Perfect.
Oh, that was fun, Mike. Mike, that was fun.
Yes.
All right. So be listening to next week's podcast, because that's when we're going to have this. I was going to copyright infringe our friends at the Dynamic Duo, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to have these epic battles next week on the podcast, jitterymonkey.com, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, which you should subscribe if you don't already, so that news and tidbits will arrive in your app weekly, because that's when we podcast, is weekly.
True. Yep.
Anything else, Mike?
Subscribe. But still, I think we still only have 25 subscribers. I haven't looked.
It's been a while, and I'm getting thirsty.
Right.
We're almost. Think about this. We're almost to Turkey Before Turkey.
I know.
Are you gonna make a special trip, Mike?
Maybe. If not, I'm going to participate in Turkey Before Turkey.
Okay.
Yeah.
We might have to. I might have something going on that evening of Turkey Before Turkey. We might have to delay our recording accordingly, but
that's fine.
So we'll figure it out. We got time.
You don't want to do it earlier? do it after doing Turkey Before Turkey?
No, not for what I have going on. So, all right, everybody, as Mike said, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you know when we upload new videos, and we'll see you next week on Nerds United on YouTube. Be kind.
And rewind.